And Anthony Mason coming out to set that pick. The Knicks do not feel that Dennis Rodman defends well out on the floor. They want to get him involved as much as possible defensively away from the basket.
Here is Kerr setting up for himself, doing it off the dribble. And the Knicks now lead by 5. Steve Kerr with his second field goal. We're down to 1 minute to go. First half. Ewing got the step and rejected by Rodman. Brilliant play by Rodman, providing help, coming over to make the block.
Well, he may not defend well out on the perimeter, but he certainly does around the basket. Not known as a shot blocker, but he saw that play coming all the way.
Shot clock at 5. Oakley posting up. Well, that's a rare move for Charles Oakley. He has 6 points. Knicks by 7.
Scottie Pippen with 2 personal fouls wisely let Oakley go ahead and make his play.
Jordan putting moves on. And he draws the foul. The Knicks are looking for a palming violation. Well, appealing to Hugh Hollins.
Well, let's watch it. See if Michael turned that one over a little bit. Nevertheless, Oakley gets a hard foul in there on Michael Jordan going to the basket. I'd have to say, Marv, over the years, Michael has gotten away with that little bit of getting under the ball and gaining an advantage as if he ever needed one. And also because of the size of his hands, able to palm the ball and sometimes gain an advantage. He certainly doesn't need it.
20 for Jordan. 20 of the Bulls, 36 points. 33, 9/10 seconds remaining first half. Looked like Ewing took a poke. Rodman, Weddington, Ewing, Oakley all involved. And you saw the call made, a technical foul. Ewing taking a shot at the side of the face, right near the right eye, as a technical was called on Charles Oakley. Apparently the shot that Ewing took in aftermath to the involvement of Oakley, and Jordan will shoot the tee.
Well, Charles Oakley and Rodman have been tangled up around the basket throughout this whole first half. But I also think Dennis Rodman taking exception to the fact that he felt that was an extra hard foul by Oakley on Michael Jordan on the play before, and actually it was Oakley pushing Rodman in to Patrick Ewing.
Pressure on Starks. He's able to keep the dribble alive. Very fortunate. Off the double team by the Bulls. 10 on the shot clock. Down to 15 seconds remaining in the half. 5 on the shot clock. Harper. And a loose ball foul against the Bulls.
Well, on the free throw attempt and make by Michael Jordan, Oakley and Rodman pushing each other, and Rodman pushed in to the side of the face by Patrick Ewing as Dennis Rodman felt the effects of that. And at the other end of the floor, Charles Oakley working against 3 Chicago Bulls in trying to get to the offensive glass. And he has been extremely physical in this first half, just banging away at everybody in sight.
Oakley's done the job off the boards with 7 rebounds. Scottie Pippen back, Bill Weddington departing. Let's check in with Jim Gray, who was very close to what took place just a moment ago at the other end of the floor. There's Patrick Ewing headed back to the Knicks locker room with 10 seconds to go in the half. Let's go to Jim.
Marvel, Charles Oakley came over to the bench and told Scottie Pippen, quit crying, all you do is cry. So John Sally said, hey, it's me too. He says, well, all of you guys are a bunch of crybabies. Why don't you get out here on the court and just play? And he said, hey, we're up 2-0. Who's playing? Marv?
Jim getting right to the scene as the sniping continues. Final seconds of the half. Well, the Knicks led by as many as 13. They're up by 5 at halftime as they desperately look to hang on to this best of 7 series, trailing 2-0 coming into today. We head to the third quarter, and the good feelings between these two teams continue. Leaving the court at the end of the first half. Watch Charles Oakley getting involved with Randy Brown, backup guard for the Bulls. And as they continue into the corridor, Charles with words right here for assistant coach Jim Clemens, who was involved the other night with Patrick Ewing and Luke Longley. So things, Matt, a bit on the testy side.
Well, Charles Oakley battling for position in the passageway and doing everything he can to try to intimidate the Chicago Bulls. This is obviously a must-win situation for New York.
All right, a look at the Miller Lite halftime statistics. The Bulls able to turn it around after the poor shooting first quarter. They were 6 for 19, down by as many as 13 points. John Starks has been a factor, 5 of 7, 13 points in all. At the free throw line, the Knicks spent much time early, but things have evened out. Chicago now 10 of 13 at the line, and the Knicks 7 for 10. And Michael Jordan with 22 of Chicago's 38 points and spending much time at the line. Back with the second half in a moment.
Just what you need from the coupe that takes your breath away. More oxygen. Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse convertible.
Negatives here in the second half, so he wasn't going to bring up the fourth quarter collapses. Says his team has been executing very, very well and hopes they do the same in the second half. Now, as for the Bulls, Jimmy Clemens told me we just need to shoot the ball better. We shoot the ball better, we're up 3-0. Marv?
All right, Jim, I do have a feeling, though, that the Knicks have a pretty good feeling for what took place in the fourth quarter in games 1 and 2. They do not have to be reminded. Starks with the ball for Hawker to get the third quarter underway, and the Knicks now lead 45-38.
I'm a little surprised that Michael came out and tried to score right away. He was 7 for 14 in the first half. The rest of the Chicago Bulls, 7 for 22. He's got to get some support.
And Scottie Pippen continues his shooting problems. 3 of 14 from the field. The Knicks with Ewing, Mason, Oakley up front, Starks and Harper at the guards. And a loose ball foul charged to Ewing.
John Starks hustling and fighting and coming up with this loose ball. It appeared that he never saw Derek Harper ahead of the pack, but Derek screaming wildly, and John found him at the last second.
Bulls opening up third quarter with Rodman, Longley, Pippen up front, Harper and Jordan. The guards, Luke Longley is playing with 3 fouls, connecting on his second field goal. The Knicks lead is now 5. Gives it up. Harper comes back to Ewing. Derek Harper has not been hitting the outside shot. Derek is now 1 of 7 overall. Ron Harper, played by John Starks. Finger rolls from deep. Rodman with the rebound. And they'll reset. Pippen for 3. And Oakley trying to save it. Lost it.
Well, the shooting has just been terrible here to start this third quarter by both teams. Chicago just having a miserable day from the beyond the three-point arc. Can't get anything to go down. New York, not much better.
So the Bulls' offense continues to be a problem. They're shooting only 35% for the game. Starks onto this ball. Starks blocked by Harper. What a play by Ron Harper. Oakley is fouled. Starks claiming that he was fouled, but Ron Harper has been on another level at the defensive end.
Well, John with the live body looks quicker than everybody out there, but Ron Harper getting back into the play, but clearly getting John Starks on the side of the hand and arm. John Starks should be shooting free throws.
Crowd now reacting to the replay on the screen above the court. Well, Ron Harper on another level defensively, and that time received some help.